We're having a tea party right now. Enjoy, sit down, relax, and close your eyes. Fats are acids. Fats consistency grants the illusion that they're not acidic. Even though they don't burn your tongue, fats feel smooth, and I'm just checking the camera if I look alright, but I know now you care more about the avocado. I'm gonna shut up about that. Yes, they do feel smooth and silky on your tongue. Fats are very acidic and should be seen as straight acid. Fats contain acidic compounds, and fats pH lowers when they enter the body. Fats contain phosphorus, which is acidic inside the body. And think about the term fatty acid. Their composition makes them a form of acid. Triglycerides in fats are extremely acidic, and I heard just someone say like, but you need healthy fats in the brain. That's what the brain is made of. It's 70% fats. Wrong, according to him. Actually, that is hardened glucose, and you're a Medical Medium fan, so you heard this 1,000 times. That's exaggerated, but you heard this. And you know, reason why that brain surgeon found so much fat in that brain, or did think that was fat, it's because it was a fatty brain. It wasn't a healthy brain. We don't have healthy brains. Fatty liver, this does not mean you need fats for your liver. It's a mistake in the liver. That's the reason why our livers are not functioning. I'm not an expert, but it's in that book, and yes, I am a nerd, because this has saved my life. Actually, I used to eat a package of grass-fed butter a day when I was simultaneously fasting most of the time. So that combination, it really hit hard on my glucose reserves. And so yeah, an effective way to learn is to do this exact opposite thing of what's actually good, because then you run straight in the right, yeah, you run super fast in the wrong direction, and that means you'll understand that it's the wrong direction a little bit sooner than someone who's like, no, they're walking in the wrong direction and they still think this is the right direction, but they're not actually walking that much. They're actually just staying in one place at the beginning of the wrong direction, because they're doing some healthy things now, because you need a little bit of everything. And so yes, I am criticizing some people in my family that think I have eating disorder, but I'm not mad about that, because this used to be me. I I have love for everything about dieting, because this is our survival. This is our survival. It hits that deep. And our brain, what is more powerful than a human brain? Yeah, I heard relax now in my head. We need to relax too, and emotions, they do play a role. That's why I like the Medical Medium information. It's not just like a physical liver. You know what it says in that book? It says that your liver, it's actually more powerful for a spiritual awakening to have a healthy liver and to work on your liver than it is to work with and through your pineal gland. It's that powerful. It's that powerful. And that's also why it works with the code 369. It's like the entire, you know, if you understand 369, you understand the mystery of the universe or something. That is Nikola Tesla said that. And yeah, the 369 cleanse, it's not random. So we should be extremely happy that we do have authors like this, and we have many more too. Like, we can all tap into this. Most of us do have other purposes, so we don't end up writing books similar to this. We don't need a lot of people doing the same thing. but it doesn't mean that most of us could have it. But that doesn't mean this isn't special too. Yeah, we're all a piece of the puzzle. Ayahuasca, if anyone's watching this, they must be mental. Fats trigger insulin surges. When you're eating radical fats, large amounts of insulin are produced to try to gather any sugar in the bloodstream and deliver it into cells, because fat gets in the way and doesn't allow sugar to enter cells easily. So this girl, Natisha, today, she said that like plant medicine and ayahuasca, like people do this to escape their authentic self. But I think it's the opposite. I think most people that do things like that, they're actually searching for their authentic self, or they're searching for approval that their authentic self isn't already enough. Ayahuasca might give you that, but so can lemon water. Lemon water can also give you that, and it's cheaper. There's not that many side effects. I haven't experienced anyone yet, and no, bad teeth is not a side effect of lemon water. If anything, because if fats are acidic when entering the body, you know something that's you know when you bite a lemon or drink lemon water, it feels sour, so you're thinking that's acid, it's acidic. But when that acid from a lemon enters your body, it becomes alkaline. That's why if you drink lemon water or a shot of lemon juice or something, you might want to go to the toilet. Like especially if you do this in the morning, it will start detoxing, because anything alkaline is effective at detoxing, like balancing our systems. But I'm not trying to defend the lemon, but I think that's like so tricky. For example, I used to think that a walnut, it looks like the brain, so it's a brain food. Yes, there are so many nutrients in a walnut, it is a powerful food, but in the end, there are more effective brain foods than a walnut, because at this point in our history, point in time in our history, we are in a war with the chemicals. We are in a war with our own stress, emotional stress, and past and trauma. Inside of us, there's this constant push-pull. And so many of us today, we can no longer be our true selves fully on good. We need great. We need wild blueberries and so on, so on, so on, so on. Because, having wild blueberries in your system for a mountain climber, this can be the difference between life and death. So it's that important, and that sounds dumb to say something like that. It hasn't been scientifically proven. But wild blueberries are the only food that enters your body, scans your stress levels, and then gives me something that my body needs when I need that berry. Eat it. But if you ate that same berry, it would scan your body. It might focus on something else. At the same time, it draws out those heavy metals, especially in the brain. It's a binder, I've learned. And then there's all the antioxidants, and then there's that survival that comes because it's a wild food. It has survived for tens of thousands of years on planet Earth. And its answer to that was just to make 100 different types so that it's sure to never get eradicated from the planet Earth. So this is why aliens come to planet Earth to eat wild blueberries. That is why now in wild blueberry season, I should be looking out for UFOs. No, I wasn't serious. I was not serious. I cannot see them. I think they're very careful. And I only go picking wild blueberries in daytime. And it's a magical food, not only physically. It's a powerful spiritual food. It's a weapon. It's a weapon for rising from the ashes, which is exactly what this wild food has done time and time again. It rose from the ashes. Other foods might die, burn and die and not come back. It's not the same. You pick a bag of wild blueberries, you put it in your freezer, the antioxidants gets even stronger, multiplied. It's unreal. This is why if you want blueberries that are white inside, they're still good for you, but that would be like farm-raised salmon compared to wild salmon, like a dolphin trapped in a cage compared to a wild dolphin. It's two different things. And the candle is still burning, as if I'm not making a wrong turn. So I became tired of looking in the book, but it's a good book. The ayahuasca part, I'm going to say from what I remembered, I ended up being extremely happy. I did not have those money, and there's other things too. For example, yeah, I got a call. So I just got a call, and I was thinking maybe that's just the end of it. That's like the perfect time to finish it. And I think that's true. So this is finished. This is over. But what I was about to say was that, yes, looking through the book would be like a bit, and then you read like, but I'll say exactly what I remembered, even if it's a long time ago. So I always saw ayahuasca as this magical thing. I've heard stories, you drink this drink and then you get visions, you're psychic even if you're not, you know, and then you throw up. Then you're, what actually happening according to Anthony William, you're burning up your neurons, you're firing your brain left, right. It's like now you're throwing up your brain. He's saying that you're not throwing up your brain, but Anthony William has had some patients and worried moms. So some young boys, they had taken ayahuasca, and now they're not themselves anymore. It's like their self disappeared. Not everyone who does ayahuasca has this, but I don't know. You know Will Smith, amazing actor. Pretty sure it was ayahuasca or something similar. He did it about like 10 times. I'm not sure. I just read this, and I'm thinking like some people can handle this better than others, and I don't think I would have been in that bracket. Like I can handle this because, as I said earlier, my entire system was already so challenged, which is why, as I was about to say, in our channeling, they shared suddenly out of the blue about how, because I'm pretty sure I asked about alcohol. And they're like, oh, it's much better about mushrooms. It's so much better. It's natural, you know. If you're going to do a drug, do mushrooms. Like that's what they said. They said that. They taught us about how to use the Amanita muscaria and to dry it, and then to use like love heat, and they have this whole recipe. So we make our not ayahuasca tea, dried amanita tea, and you'd think you get a high, like but so what I experienced from this tea was more of a flow state or better sleep. So I used this like medicinally once or twice. So last year I found one, and now before, the nights before, my entire rhythm, it was off, and I was like, thank God I made a tea. I dried it, I made a tea, and my entire circadian rhythm was set for the next few months. So that was important for me back then. But of course, Anthony William was kind of my savior too, because I was about to do more psychedelics, and he says like, this is This is not the most effective thing. What is your goal taking this? Is it to have a healthier brain? Is it to be on a high? Is it to escape something? You know, I think I'm trying to escape the sewing machine. I think it's calling me because it's red and it's not matching. Yes, I'm a little bit OCD. That's why. But I love this sewing machine, but it's red. Yes. He says that, yeah, you're still addicted. You're still chasing something. Here, use these foods, okay? That's actually the real pill, you know. But it's not a quick fix. I was thinking about this. What if you go to the doctor, oh, here's your prescription, 2 weeks of holiday. Enjoy. So we always need this excuse to take time off. What if that's a basic need more than we allow ourselves to feel comfortable with? Angela Williams, same thing. Every day, every meal is our opportunity to save our brain, to support it. You know, and you wouldn't have ayahuasca for every meal. You wouldn't need it. You wouldn't have psychedelics for every meal. Not even in between. You wouldn't be fully yourself living through your life. You know, it can be fun to try, it can be cool, but in the end, for the brain, is more negative. And the sad matter of a fact is that it can be extremely negative. I had no clue. That's why I wanted to share this too, because yes, you read about it and it sounds good. Many people said it was good. I have one friend, he said it was the worst thing ever and he'll never do it again. I'm so glad he has this information now, because I think if you've done something like this can really be the difference. This information, like good tools, can be the difference between you ending up looking at cartoons for the rest of your life, or actually going out and putting your dent in the world. Like your real dent, like a dragon dent, like a thing that only you can do. Dent. Pretty sure that's all I'm going to say about that. If you liked any tidbit of what I shared, please let me know, because I could do this all day. I could do this until I went through the entire book 3 times, so that would be a good excuse, you know. And also to live it.